शिव जटाधराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय जटाधराय शिव जटाधराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय रामेश्वराय शिव रामेश्वराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय गंगाधराय शिव गंगाधराय हर
Welcome everybody to the session. Hello. Can you hear me and see me? If you can, please give me a yes in the chat box. Okay, good. All right. Thank you so much for letting me know. All right. So, welcome to the session. Those who can switch on their cameras and be on camera, please be. Hi, Preeti. Namaste. So, couple of familiar faces as well here. So, those who can be on camera, please switch on your camera. And if there is an absolute challenge with it, then there is no problem. You can also stay with your camera off. Usually, I request that in the interaction part of our session, when we are conversing, at that time, I request people to be on camera if they can, because it becomes easier for me to interact. Otherwise, it's just my computer and me, and we are having our own date. So it's better to have all of you. But if you cannot, of course, now during the meditation, it is okay. You can switch off your camera, except few people, so that I know that I'm not speaking without internet. Okay, all right. So welcome everybody. Namaste. Hello, good evening. Okay, so we have come for this session, which is forgiveness. Um, before I extend into my session so much, I want to understand from all of you, how many of you here are completely new? You have never done any of my sessions before. So, because it was an open to all sessions, so there is a possibility that couple of you are completely new. All right. So, if you're new, please let me know in the chat box here. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So that is why I want to take an idea to understand how we can navigate through this session, because see, most of my community members, they are very used to these kind of sessions. They have been attending, I think, meditations almost every weekend whenever we do, not always weekend, but whenever I do. So because of that, they know the process, everything that we do. increase my mic sound. I think it is because of my laptop being too far. Can you hear me properly? Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Acha, because the mic has come into the discussion, let me remind you, if you have a pair of earphones around which you can use, please keep them with you, because during the meditation you will need it. Okay. Of course, you can do the meditation without the earphones also, but it definitely enhances your experience because we are using Zoom and everything. So to hear me properly, the audio will be better if you are using earphones. Okay. All right. So couple of you, I think many of you actually, not just couple of you, but many of you are new here. So we will navigate like that in this session. So it is called forgiveness, and what a divine time that currently our world is going through so much. The collective consciousness, I have been talking about this in my community also. We are going through so many things, and there are chances of getting triggered very easily. There are chances of getting into anger very, very easily. And that is why forgiveness is going to be very crucial at this point of time. If we have time, I would talk about how the collective consciousness and shifting is shifting, and what is our role in it. What is the role of a devotee? I'm assuming that all of us here is a devotee. Maybe not of a particular god, maybe of the divine cosmos or whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. But we are all a devotee. So, what is the role that we can play? Is there anything that we can do from our end? So I would like I would like to inform all of you that today, when you will be doing this meditation, you are contributing to the collective consciousness. Okay. Um, yes. See, we are all getting triggered very easily. So that is why it's very important to do this kind of inner work. And currently, when you're going to meditate, when you're going to do some work on your energy, what you're going to do is you're going to expand your chetana, expand your consciousness. And that is the aim of this shift, to expand the consciousness of the collective on our planet Earth, Mother Earth, Bhumi Devi. So now in that case, you will be contributing to the overall journey that our planet is going through. So first of all, for that, you should be very proud of yourself. In fact, I am planning to do sessions free for all, open for all, at least once or twice in a month, where we can all come together and send a lot of peace and light to the collective, because that is going to be a need. The time that is going to come, there are going to be many changes. Okay. And many spiritual teachers have been also talking about it also. So, very apt theme for today forgiveness. Somebody is saying, Shiva, tell me something about you. I think I should keep that for later, because remember always the message is more important than the messenger. Okay, so it really doesn't matter who I am. You just hear the information, and then you see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You utilize your intellect, your buddhi, and then you resonate with it. If you resonate with it, then you apply, then you work with it. That is one. Second, in these kind of meditations, I is never in function. You may think that I am going to make you meditate today. You may think that you are going to meditate today. But in this kind of work, there is no I. Okay. So you will experience the divinity in whatever form you want to, but there will be no I at all. So that is why the introduction part is not so important right now, maybe later. Okay. So now let's come back to the topic, which is forgiveness. So, because it is a forgiveness session, I would definitely like to ask all of you that whom do you want to forgive today that you have come here? The amount of people who are going to type myself is infinite now. Myself. Okay. Few of you are writing family, partner, a partner from the past. Hmm. Mothers, mother-in-law, toxic people that I have to live with. Oh, ho, ho. Myself, in-laws. Okay. The person who abandoned me. My department HOD. This is very unique. This is a professional problem now. Department HOD. Okay. Extended family. So many people. Nobody wants to forgive God. Is there anybody who wants to forgive God? My Guru. Anybody who's angry at God? Possible, na? That you could be angry at God. What is the harm in that? So now few of you are saying God too. Yes. Guru also, God also. Okay. Who am I to forgive God? Hmm. This is the problem now when we separate God from ourselves, when we keep God on a higher pedestal, that Arey, he is somewhere else, I am here. And poor God is saying that I am always one with you. So you can be angry at God also. Okay, whom should we forgive? We are part of God. Hmm. Okay. All right. So whatever the intention is, whoever you want to forgive, that we have registered. See, I have asked you to say this out loud because you're sending this as an intention out to the universe, to the divine powers who are going to be working with us in this meditation. Okay, so that is why even if you have not typed it here, at least in your heart, through your mouth, you should at least say it right now that this is what I want to forgive. This is what I want to free. I want to free myself from this. Okay, twin flame. Okay, myself and my family. Great. So now I have got an idea of where we are all at. Now let's go a little bit deeper into what is actually forgiveness. Now, because I am, you can say, a great fan of my our ancient scriptures, like Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, Shiv Puran, and all that. So I often try to find wisdom there for whatever that I am struggling with. And of course, because I channel as well. What is channeling? I'll explain later. So I get some information from my higher realm teachers, my gurus, and also from the texts. So combining all of that, I have created this session, or this session has got created by me, um, being the vessel of divine. So now coming back to what is forgiveness. So if I go back to the Sanskrit word for forgiveness, anybody knows here Sanskrit word or translation for forgiveness? If yes, please type here. If anybody knows, Shama. Right. Very good. Few of you are aware of it. Okay. Those who are not, no problem. It's not school. So you can know and not know both, no problem. So Shama word, if you go into the etymology of the Sanskrit word Shama, it actually comes from the root which is Sham. And Sham has various derivations to it. One of the derivation of it, which is very interesting, and that is strength, endurance, or capability, ability. That is why in Hindi, we have this word called Shamta, right? And Shamta means the ability to do something, the endurance, the strength to do something, right? So the word Shama or to forgive actually holds a deeper meaning around strength, endurance, and ability. Okay, that is why it is so commonly believed that the one who forgives is much more stronger or powerful or superior, right? So now it's an ability, but what kind of ability? What is this ability? Can somebody think? What is this ability of Shama? It's not to forgive. Forgive is the action, but what is the ability that is behind that action? Ability to let go. Okay. One way to look at it. To have a bigger heart, to release the pain, to let go. Anything else? Unconditional love, detachment, to see beyond. Who has written this? So many messages. Somebody has written it, to see beyond what we can think. Interesting. Okay, great. To make peace with reality. So I couldn't catch who wrote it, but on the similar lines, there is this Puran called Markande Puran. So there, and even in Shiv Puran, in both Purans, Mahadev has been often described as the god of forgiveness itself. Okay, if you will read, you will find that he has been described as the god of forgiveness itself. Shama Swarupa or Swarupaya. Swarup means form, Shama is forgiveness. So, form of forgiveness. So, previously, I was going to do this session with his beloved Shakti, Devi. But every time when I tried to do something for this, was trying to create something that what should I do in the session, what can I do, and all that. I used to get images of Mahadev in front of me. So then I realized that maybe I should do it with Shiva. But then I thought I've already promoted on my website that we will do, we'll call Shakti and everything. So then my inner voice said that what makes you think that both of them are separate from each other? And then I was like, yeah, there my ego got caught. So then we decided that we will do our session today by calling Mahadev instead of Ma Shakti, and Shakti will come along. Of course, she has to come. So we will be connecting today with Mahadev. Okay. Now, if you read few stories of Mahadev, you will often find him as the most forgiving one, Ashutosh, the one that can be pleased easily, the one that is very merciful. Okay, no matter which character you pick, whether it is Ravan, okay, Bhandasur, Daksh, you pick any character, okay, he will be the one who will forgive. Eventually, he will forgive. And all these so-called unaligned characters always do tapasya of Mahadev only. Isn't it interesting? All these Rakshas, demons, all of them are after Mahadev because probably they know that he is going to be the one who will see past the character that they are playing, who will see past the illusion. So that is the ability. Because in this reality that we experience, we have Maya. And Maya clouds our perception. So we can only see the character. We fail to see the consciousness, the soul that is ever pure, eternally pure behind the character. It's almost like when you watch a very good movie and you get consumed in that movie. It's so good that you have completely lost yourself in it. All your Monday deadlines, everything you have forgotten because you are so much interested in the movie. And after the movie ends also, you will still see that actor as that character. Hota hai nahi? This happens na? Till this time, poor Hema Malini is still called Basanti. Okay, because the movie was so good. So whose movie all of us are experiencing? Paramatma. He has to be the best, or she has to be the best director. So such a beautiful movie that we are all part of and we are consuming also at the same time. So we forget and we only see the character. But that is not with Adi Yogi. In fact, the Saptarishis, yogis, different kind of rishis, they have also failed. There's a very popular story of Ahilya in Ramayana where Saptarishi Gautam, known for his deep penance, deep tapas, still couldn't see the character behind Ahilya. Ahilya means only the flawless one. Okay, so he couldn't see. Likewise, you will find so many stories like that. So that means that this is something which is not even capable for those people who have been doing tapas. Then we are only doing presentation Monday to Friday. How how can we see beyond the character, isn't it? So that is why we need some superior help, right? We need some help which is beyond us. And for that, we will catch the biggest expert, the best expert rather. And that is Mahadev. Because in front of him, Sati sacrificed herself in fire. He did all that tandav and everything, but even after that, he forgave Daksha, right? So he is definitely the one which is Shama Swarupai. Okay, so we have to connect with Mahadev today for forgiveness to flow through us. But where should we connect with him? There should be a place. Na, Zoom pe to nahi ho payega. We can't do it on Zoom. There should be a place where we can all go, we can all be, maybe through our energy body only. Physical place. Gauri, in your heart, what all will we do? What we can't enter your heart. Huh? There should be a common place where everybody should be there. So think of a place which is known, and you all, if you are from India, if you have some basic understanding of the Sanatan culture, you might have heard from your family and all that, that there is a place where you can clear all your sins. Purest one. Which is that place? Kashi, Ganga. Very good. Right? Yeah. Kumbh Haridwar is also there, but Kashi is something that has been placed as one of the places which is. Acha, talking about Kashi, I was reading one of the Tantra scriptures. Okay, so we have Tantra scriptures, we have Vedas, we have Puranas, we have Upanishads, various texts we have. So in one of the Tantra texts, I found that often the spiritual teachers have referred Kashi as the Sahasrara Chakra or the Crown Chakra. Okay. And if you know a little bit about how the soul or how the energy enters our body, how it leaves and all that, you might know that when our energy leaves through our crown chakra, we get liberated. It is said that when the Atma leaves the body, it leaves through an energy center. So it may leave through heart chakra, it may leave through sacral chakra, it may leave through any of the energy centers. Okay. Depends upon what is your vibration at that time, what is your frequency at that time. So if it's for many of you, I have done soul scans previously where I have told you that you have specific heart chakra, you have solar plexus, you have sacral. What did it mean? It meant that your energy is there. Those who have taken will know this. So now, when you reach crown chakra, there's no chakra left after that. You are liberated. So that is why we say that when you leave your body in Kashi, which is representing crown chakra, you get moksha. Kashi comes from the word Kash, which means in Sanskrit, light, illumination, bright light. Okay, so you get consumed in that light. So that is why we have to, sorry, I keep giving a little bit of extra information, not so much related, but I find them very interesting, so I shared them. That is the sole reason. But anyways, so coming back to this, so we were in Kashi, right? We have to go to Kashi. So we are going to do this forgiveness meditation in Kashi. Okay. Which means that whatever you wrote na, here in your chat box, that I want to forgive somebody, I want to forgive this, we have to change that statement. I don't want to forgive that person. I want to see its purest form, which is beyond Maya. Okay. I want to see its purest form, which is beyond that character that it is playing. Like Ravan, it is said that Ravan was most of you know this story, the gatekeeper of Vaikuntha. So Ram and Mahadev both saw that. Okay. But you have to have that level of consciousness to be able to see something or someone beyond the character they have been assigned. That is why whenever we get angry on something that is happening in news or in the world around, remember it is a character that we are all playing. And sometimes I really find interest in how, if you know the story of Jaya Vijaya. See, I'm still at Basanti. I'm talking about Jaya. so Jaya and Vijaya. So if you know the story of Jaya Vijaya, you might know that they kind of insulted Sanat Kumars because they couldn't see that they are the learned saints, and they only saw them as young boys. And because of that, they were cursed. So when this condition was given that either you have to live so many lives away from Vishnu, or you have to be born as one of the extremist forces, extremist forms, which will oppose the avatar of Vishnu and then be killed by Vishnu's form itself. Which one will you choose? So then they both choose, "Arere, I just want to come very quickly to my Prabhu. So it is okay for the entire Yuga if I am called a villain. I don't care." And today also we think of Ravan as villain. But if we see beyond the character of Ravan, which is a devotee, a bhakt, he just wanted to come back as quick as possible to his Prabhu. Nobody here will take that self-image. Anybody? I'll also not. That for my entirety, my being, I am named as a bad person. So when you fall into this anger, this rage of good and bad, why good people are suffering, why bad people are doing this, you must go a little above the duality. Why are we playing such characters in the first place? Because God wants to experience itself. It wants to play. Is there any reason why children play every day? Any purpose, any deeper meaning to it? Very difficult for our ego to compromise because to comprehend, because our ego seeks meaning in everything. Without meaning, nothing exists for our ego. So we want to seek meaning in God's Leela also, then we fail. Okay, so now coming back to what we are doing here, Kashi. Now I want you to change your statement in the chat box. Previously, you wrote something that I want to forgive myself. I want to forgive the HOD. I will never forget this. I want to forgive the HOD. Must be a big boss. We have all been there. Okay. So whoever that you have written, you have to now change your statement saying that I want to see beyond the character that this person is playing. I want to see them in their purest form. Why not? You can see God. Do you think that you know God in your purest form, in its purest form? No. So ये तो blessing हो जाएगी. This will be like supreme blessing to be able to know God in its purest form. और वो दिखेगा. That is something that we don't have to worry about. That Mahadev will take care. How can he show himself as his purest form? Yes. So now start writing. Just write. Just send this intention out that I want to see this, and leave that on Mahadev. But first write it out or say it out, whatever. Yes, this recording will be available. All our workshops is available, both paid and free ones. So don't worry, and they're available for lifetime. Okay. All of you have started. Acha, very good. So you're writing. It's important. Even if you don't want to write it here, you can write somewhere else, or you can say it out. Okay, great. So now we are coming into this realization that I want to see the purest form, etc. Great. Now tell me, who is that divine form that is known for purifying people? I'll give you one hint. It is a river. A river that Ganga. Bilkul. Exactly. Do you know the word Ganga actually comes from gum and ga? Anybody who has learned Sanskrit, they would know that gum becomes ang. So Ganga. So now gum here means flowing, to flow. Ga means either to go or to originate from, both. So Ganga represents the flowing consciousness that never gets absorbed in the Maya, but only observes the Maya. Okay. So yes, as you have correctly said, if we want to see somebody's pure form, we have to take the help of Mother Ganga, which is not so far. She's just next to Shivji in his own jata. So we will be taking the help of Ganga, Ma Ganga. We will be taking the help of Kashi. And we will, of course, be taking the help of Mahadev today in the meditation where we will forgive. Okay. So now I'm going to show you a very quickly an image. Okay. Just a second. Let me know if you can see it when I share. So now you may be able to see it. Okay, good. So this is the shloka which I have picked from the Markandeya Puran. Samashva Parmeshan Sarvam Medrushkitam Prabho Shamaya Loknathaya Namo Shambhu Namostute. So this simply means that please forgive me for all my deeds. Devotee is saying to Mahadev, you are the one that is the Lord of all worlds, and you're also forgiveness itself. So this is one of the mantras that Rishi Bhrigu chanted when he did something wrong. Now that's a different story. You might find it on Google later. Moving on. So this is the image that we need to register in our mind right now. Okay. So what is this image trying to say? I will dictate. Now listen to me very carefully, because this is going to be important in the meditation. So far, if you have been yawning, sleeping, distracted, watching your phone, this is the right time to come back. Okay. So this image is representing number one, you. This is you. Okay. You are meditating. Both male and female. Huh? I couldn't find the male image. That is why I've put. Okay. So that is what's one. Then you will be projecting out whatever part that you want to forgive outside of you. Okay. As if there is an avatar or incarnation of the root of the form that you want to forgive. You will project that out. Okay. Now, when I say project that out, do not add any imagination right now. It will happen naturally. Okay. You will naturally see a form, maybe of you, maybe of a family member, maybe of completely strange face that you don't even recognize right now. Let that happen. Okay. Whatever that form comes. Okay? Sometimes it may come in shadow. You can't see it clearly. For those of you who are not so much into imagination, you may not be able to see it, but you may feel that I have projected something out. There is somebody. Okay. So whatever it is, you go with that instinct. After that, we'll call upon Mahadev. And where is this happening, by the way? I've tried to give in a little bit of background. It's all happening in Kashi. So first, we will all go to Kashi. Then this process will begin. Which Kashi? Not the Kashi that you go eat the Banarsi chaat and the Banarsi pan. Not that Kashi. The Kashi that is in the higher realms. It is said that places like Vrindavan, Ayodhya, Kanchipuram, Kashi, all these are situated in higher realms of consciousness as well. And these physical places are just portals to access that. So we will be going to a higher realm, that Kashi. We'll see how it looks. We must explore, right? And then after that, we will do this process. Now, when the projection has happened, when that form of you, the swaroop of you, which you want to forgive, is in front of you, we'll call upon Mahadev. What he will do, now that is his role. What he will do is, he will simply tilt his head a little bit towards that form of you, that swarupa. And the Ganga that is flowing from his jata will fall onto that swarup, into that form. Where are you in all of this? You are just watching it, observing. And when Ganga falls on that rejected, not accepted the part of you that you are still very embarrassed of, guilty of, angry at, when you see Ganga falling on it, you will see suddenly that form is changing into something else, someone else. And that someone you will not be able to be angry at. That I must guarantee. Okay. Is it understood now? Whatever that we are going to do. If yes, please give me yes. You have to project the person that you are trying to forgive or the part of you that you're trying to forgive, whatever it is. If it doesn't, if it is like too many people, then you just say, I want to forgive what is burdening me. I want to project that out. Mahadev, help me in doing that. And then some form of you will appear in front of you that is to be discovered. Okay. I will recap. So what we are going to do is we are going to energetically travel into a higher realm and visit Kashi first. There we will find a good place to sit, maybe near Ganga, and we will sit in the meditation. Then when we are sitting in the meditation there, we'll find out those parts of us that we still have not forgiven. Maybe even people outside of us that we haven't forgiven. And we'll ask Mahadev to bring it all together and project it in one form. All of them in one form. Now, this form may appear as maybe asura, demonic, you never know. Could be appear as angelic, whatever it is, it will appear. Then we'll ask Mahadev to come and join us in the session, in this process, in this journey. What he will do is, this Mahadev doesn't do much, okay? He's sitting all the time and meditating. He'll just simply tilt his head. And the flow of Ganga will fall from his jata to that form of you that you have projected out. Not on you, the form of you. You are just the observer in all of this. The most crucial part, observer. And when Ganga falls upon that form of you that you want to forgive, suddenly you will see that form of you is transferring or transitioning or changing into something else. It is becoming something else. And whatever that something else that will come out of all of this will be so beautiful that you cannot be angry at it anymore. For some reason, you won't be able to be upset at it. Yes, Cynthia, you can leave also. You can bring them all also. Doesn't matter. So now if everybody is clear, please give me a yes so that we proceed in the towards the meditation. Okay. So before I proceed to the meditation, today only, I'll take 2 minutes for this. I have launched a new course, one of my upcoming courses, which will be on Bhakti. I promised my last 2 batches, we had 2 courses back to back, Karmic Dissolution and Sacred Union, which was about masculine feminine energy. In both of these 2 courses, we had very beautiful, number of participants, all very devoted souls, already very aware, self-aware. So all of them were excited. I was also, it took some time to read and all that. And now we are doing this course, which will start from 10th of May. Okay. So I will talk about that course after the meditation. Those who are interested, you can stay and listen. The interesting part about that course is that we are going to invite bhakts from Ram to help us liberation. Course aims at karmic liberation. And those 5 bhakts, could you hear me or could you not hear me? I think my internet, can you now hear me? Or should I change my, Now you can hear me. It's still breaking. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll change my internet connection before we start the meditation. It is okay. It is not. Please tell me. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So for now, I'll speak. Maybe for the meditation, I'll change to be safe side. So yes, so I was saying that in that process of bhakti, there will be 5 bhakts that we will be inviting from Ramayana for the process of karmic liberation, because bhakti aims at karmic liberation only. Okay, it does that. It doesn't aim actually, I shouldn't say aim, but it does that. It helps us in clear our karmas. So those 5 bhakts will be number 1, Ahilya, a very from Ramayana. I think I should change. Just a second. I'm changing my internet connection. Okay. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Na, it's like when I want to introduce these, because when you will hear the name of these bhakts, na, they are from another another level only. That is why. So one is Ahilya, a very lesser known character, but very powerful. So much to learn in that story if you really read it. Then you have Shabari. Then we have Hanuman, of course. Then we have Vibhishan as 4th bhakt. And the last one is going to be Ravan. Now, those of you who are going to be Ravan, Shivangi, how dare you? How can you say that Ravan is a bhakt? So for that, you have to join the course. No, I will actually create content also around it. But yes, in a course, it will be much more deeper learning. So that is going to be the bhakti course. I'll talk about it after the meditation. Now, if all of you can properly hear me, because now we can't mess up with the sound, okay? Otherwise, in between meditation, I'm saying Mahadev is, giving Ganga water. You're like, Shivangi, we can't hear you. So that will be funny. But in case that happens, because we never know the Leela of Prabhu, in case that happens, remember we are in the higher realm of Kashi. So you continue the process that I have given. Okay? In this realm, we may disconnect. In that realm, we'll be connected. So you continue the process that I have already given you. In case that happens. Okay. So let's begin the meditation. Safety purposes, I'll keep my video off to save the bandwidth. But few of you, please keep your video on so that I know that I have not got disconnected. And if anything goes here and there, my team member Nikita is here. So she will take care of it if something happens. I'm going to share the audio now that we are going to play. The meditation will last for 20 to 25 minutes. I think somebody was asking previously. Can you hear the music and my voice as well? If yes, please give me yes. Okay, thank you. All right. So before we begin, in our hearts, let's send prayers to all those who are going through difficult times. Close your eyes, bring your awareness into the center of your chest. I will reduce the sound of my music that I'm playing. So unless you can hear my voice, that should be fine. So bring your awareness now, close your eyes into the center of your heart or chest, your heart chakra. And visualize that There's a powerful white light glowing in the center of your chest. If you are wearing footwear, please remove it for the respect of the divine forces that will play today with us. And whatever this light energy that you feel, just with the intention to bring awareness, peace, and love, send it out to the planet Earth, visualizing that this light is traveling to different cities, states, countries, forests, and mountains. Because when humans remember their power, they awaken divinity within them. You have the power to help each and every soul. You have the power to awaken the collective consciousness. Let's use our today's meditation as well to send out peace, awareness, and unconditional love to all the beings who are currently in this karmic cycle of Bhumi Devi, Mother Earth. Thank you for your contribution. Now, we'll slowly move on to our practice, our meditation. Start with bringing your awareness at the center of your head on the top. Bring your awareness at the center of your head, at the top of your head in the center. You can be seated or lie down, that doesn't matter. If you're finding it difficult to find the center of your head, just place your finger once there to know where you want to center your awareness and then bring it back, keeping your awareness at the center of your head, on the top of the center of your head. Visualizing a thread of light attached to the top of our head, like how puppets are attached to their threads. Visualize a thread of light being tied at the top of your head of this vessel called body, Sharira. Try to see the color of this thread of light, if it is white or blue or golden or green or pink, silver or golden, or maybe multicolored. Don't stress yourself too much to imagine. Whatever comes naturally, let that come. Mahadev is here to take care of all of this. You just be. And now this thread of light that is attached to the top of your head, it goes upwards, passing through the ceiling, passing through the room that you're in, the space that you're in, passing through the gravitational force of Earth, passing through the cosmos. This light is going somewhere. Follow the light now. Follow the thread of light that goes higher and higher. Let your awareness follow this thread, reaching higher realms of consciousness. This light or this thread passes through the solar system, passes through the galaxies, goes beyond this realm, and your awareness follows it. Slowly, we are reaching the higher realms. As we follow this thread of light, we are reaching the Parloka Kashi. Kashi that is situated in the higher realms of consciousness. And as I count from 3 to 1, you will find yourself in the Parloka Kashi. And as you will experience Kashi, on the gates of Kashi, on the doors, you'll find Baba Kal Bhairav guarding the doors of Kashi. In 3, 2, 1, now. Our collective consciousness is in Kashi now. And Bhairav is awaiting us, awaiting our arrival. He will guard you to reach further and further. Enter this land of Kashi. See what all this Kashi offers. See how the water of Ganga is different from the one we know from our planet. See how the people in the temples are different. And please do not push yourself to only see. You may just feel that you are in a different realm. Kashi. Kashi. The land of moksha. Kashi. Move forward towards the flowing consciousness of Ganga. And in her we'll find our peace. You may sit on the water of Ganga as well. That's the power that you have here. Or you may sit near the bank, the ghat. Find yourself a place to sit and begin your journey of liberation. The energy of Kashi is strong and yet warm, combining both the Divine Mother and Divine Father. You may suddenly feel a parental energy surrounding you as you are in Kashi. the kind of parental energy that you may never have felt with your own physical disc life parents. That is Kashi for you. And now, as we sit, Bhairav, Baba Bhairav will guide and guard us. He will watch over us, protect our sadhana, our practice. Sit there to meditate now. And as you sit to meditate now, bring your awareness to yourself. Ask yourself, who are those beings, or what are those aspects of you that you want to see in its purest form? Ask yourself now. Who are those beings that you want to see in their purest forms? What are those parts of you that you want to see in its purest form? And when you have the clarity, ask yourself where all these parts of you are hiding in your body. Whoever that you want to forgive, whether a person from your life or a part of you, they are all as accumulated energy stored in your own body. Find where it is for you. Maybe in your throat, you will feel heaviness, congestion. Maybe on your face, maybe on your shoulders, maybe in your heart, maybe even in your pelvic region, in your inner thighs. If you have felt suppressed, you will feel strongly in your throat and in your pelvis, maybe in your foot. Where are those accumulated energies stored in your body that represents those people or those parts of you that you want to forgive? Become aware of it now. Become aware of all those parts of you that is collecting energy because it has not been accepted in your unconditional love. Scan your body from head to toe. Find those places where you feel uncomfortable. And that is your sign that there is accumulated energy here that you need to project out. Collect all that accumulated energy from every part of your body and bring it in your third eye, the center of your forehead, just above your eyebrows. Gaze up, eyes closed. Time to project now. As I count from 3 to 1, accumulate all that energy. Bring it up towards your third eye. And as I count from 3 to 1, you will project out. In the name of Mahadev, with his grace and blessings, Har Har Mahadev, we project now 3, 2, 1, now. A light beam shoots out of your forehead, creating a being out of you, a swarupa, a form out of you, out of your accumulated energy. Let it happen now. Let go, and Mahadev will take over from here. Only observe this form of you. Only observe who is it becoming. Who is it manifesting as? Observe. And whoever it has become now, it is time to call Mahadev to let us see this form, this person, this being that we are so angry at, that we are still holding on to. Help us find the ability to see beyond Maya, Mahadev. Help us find the ability within us and awaken that ability within us to see beyond the Maya, and in only your grace, oh Shambhu, only in your grace I can see beyond Maya. Keeping this in your heart, let's call upon Mahadev now. You may take his name, chant it, or you may listen to my chanting. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. I invite you to chant along if it feels right in your heart. If not, you may just only listen. Inviting the grace of Mahadev to help us see beyond the Maya. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shama Swarupaya Shiva, 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 Shiva. And as we chant and call upon Mahadev, his form appears in light, in prana, in form or formless. You will experience Mahadev now. With you, in you, as you, for you, you will experience Bhole now. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. In his entire form, he appears from Ganga, rising in front of you. Ganga, Mother Ganga, washing his body. Bhasma Swarupaya Shiva, Karpura Gauram Shiva. He is here for us. He is here for us. And you may now see that form of you that you just projected approaching towards Mahadev. Because that which is rejected by the entire world is accepted by Mahadev. That you also couldn't accept about yourself, that you also rejected, Mahadev will accept. So he goes, that form of you goes towards Mahadev with his hands folded or her hands folded. And Mahadev, in his meditative state with eyes very slightly opened, smilingly tilts his head towards that form of you. And Mother Ganga, Devi Swarupai Ganga, starts to fall from his jata on that form of you. And as it forms, as it falls, the water starts to wash away that form of you that you wanted to see in its purest self beyond the Maya. Bow down to the grace of Mahadev, who's washing this form of you, accepting it in all his unconditional love, letting you see beyond the Maya. And as the water washes over that part of you, that self that you want to forgive, see what it is becoming now. Just observe. Let Mahadev show you everything you need to see for your soul expansion. Bhole, Mahadev, we all bow down to you. Let us see that part of us in its purest self. Let us see that person in its purest form. And it washes.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev.
Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Nagendra Haray Tilochanay Bhasman Raga.
Take a minute or two. I won't interrupt between you and Mahadev. See what Leela he's playing with you. Just observe and be lost in the unconditional acceptance of Bholenath Shambhu.
Koteshwaray Shiv Koteshwaray Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om
Har Har.
Namah Shivaya. Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Yogeshwaray Shiv Yogeshwaray. Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Yogeshwaray Shiv Yogeshwaray. Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Har Har Bhole Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya.
And now you will see that purest form of you that you were previously angry at, or feeling guilty for, or feeling ashamed of. In its authentic self, it slowly now submerges itself in the water of Mother Ganga, returning back to its divine source, Mahadev. It was his Leela. He is taking it back. See it going into the waters of Ma Ganga, submerging into it. And as it submerges, Mahadev blesses you, grants you freedom from this illusion, giving you the ability to see beyond the Maya, the characters. A pointed light reaches from his hands towards your third eye. And that light enters into the center of your forehead, giving you the ability to see beyond the Maya from now. In the Leela of Mahadev, even if you don't see any of this, you have still experienced it. Knowing this in your heart, bring your hands in Namaste position at the center of your chest and bow down to first the protector of this land, Kashi, Kal Bhairav, to guarding you in this process, to protecting you in this sadhana. And then bow down to the land of Kashi itself. Bow down now to Ma Ganga, the flow of consciousness, pure as ever. Ganga represents the supreme pure consciousness that flows in divinity, which has been offered to this planet, to us, to be able to purify ourselves. Bow down to Ma Ganga. And now bow down to Devon ke Dev, Mahayogi, Adi Yogi, Shama Swarupaya, Mahadev. And before you come out of this meditation, think of all those beings that you want to receive the blessings of Mahadev. Your parents, your family, your friends, your society. Ask Mahadev to bless them all. As we are all connected, it's not only you who's meditating here. The ancestral lineage behind you is also receiving this. So ask for grace from Mahadev for all of us, for each one of us. And affirm this in the grace of Mahadev, Prabhu. In the grace of Mahadev, Shiv, let me be the vessel of divinity. With that, slowly bring your awareness to your body again, to your breath again. Take one deep breath, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. deep breath. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And come out. Meditation slowly. Okay. All right. So the meditation is over. So technically the session is done. If you have time, then you can stay here. We will take some questions from the chat box, sharings, understand them. And before that, I will also tell you about the Bhakti course. So this is one of the meditations that we do, but one kind of meditations actually. For those of you who are new, we are going to have several such meditations in the course. So let me share my screen and I will show you. So of course this has happened because of one of my most favorite divine forms, Hanuman, another, the 11th form of Mahadev. So Bhakti to Karmic Liberation starting from 10th of May. We will have sessions every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and recordings, of course, will be there for lifetime. The weekend session will be meditation. The rest of the course will be on recording, which means theory chapters to understand these concepts, because it is so important to do Gyan Bhakti, Gyan Marg, Bhakti Marg together. So that is why it's important that we will dive into some really interesting concepts of Ramayana. And I can assure you that you probably would not have ever seen this aspect of Ramayana. Um, there are some gurus, definitely, who have talked about it. But we have also tried our humble efforts in this. So Ramayana is one thing that, not the entire Ramayana, but Ramayana through the lens of these five bhakts, and how each one of us has already these five forms inside us that we need to awaken to free ourselves from the karmic cycle that we are constantly going on without realizing. And this collective time right now is about that. We really need to break through our karmic cycles. Okay. The yuga is shifting now. So it is very important that we finally break through these constant karmic cycles that we have been living again and again. So that is the one of the intention of the course. You can see rest of the information here. And in the theory, there's many more things. Like, for example, the Navdha Bhakti is covered, the Karma is covered, many different concepts that we usually don't understand and have a lot of myths about. So that will be covered. And personally, what I truly enjoy in this process is self-inquiry and self-introspection. So I always push these participants who come into my course to do a lot of self-introspection with set of tasks, activities, and questions that lead them to answers without depending on anybody else. Because I am a huge believer of that we have a guru inside us. We just need to awaken it. So we do something like that to help us all awaken that inner teacher. And then, of course, there's WhatsApp group, this, that. Our WhatsApp groups in our courses are very active. The entire time, there's so much, you know, Shastart is happening in the group. Everybody is sharing, contributing, asking questions. So you can, and rest of the things you can find here. This is my introduction for those who are asking. You can read it here. Few of the testimonials of my recent courses and few FAQs. So if you want to do this course, I will officially put this on the WhatsApp group from tomorrow. It is still, it is already there on my Instagram link in bio, and it's a 2-week course. Okay. So Nikita is very kind here, sharing. She's my team member. She's sharing the link of the course on the chat. If anybody has, because it's a 2-week course, we use we use internet and we use a lot of platforms to publish this course. So I understand if somebody is not able to pay the amount is, the energy exchange is 11,000 rupees. If somebody is feeling really pulled to do it, do not hesitate to ask us for EMI payments. Whatever is suitable for you, we will accept. Okay, that is never the challenge. If you can pay, let's say 20% right now, next 20%, I deeply trust. And trust me, this has been divine blessing. Every person that has come in my course is already such a devoted soul that I don't have to take care of the commercials. So you tell me what you can do, and then you come, because my personal, and just because of the team that we have, the platform that we have, there are certain things that we cannot create open for all, but I'm still working on it. I promise you, very soon we are going to have many courses that will be open for all. I am working on it. Okay, I will definitely do it, because it is my heart calling. Okay, so if you really feel pulled towards it, do not hesitate. Message my team, mail us. We'll find a way if it is possible. Okay. Now you can come back to the chat here. So many of you, I was thinking this, but many of you saw different forms of God projecting out of you. I'm already seeing it in the. I love the Leela. I love what divine has done here. I was hinted about it. I was told about it that it may happen, but I wasn't sure it will for some of you. So let me read the messages going back just a second. Feeling so blessed. Me too. I'm also feeling very blessed after this meditation. The experience of that Kashi was divine. The most bizarre thing happened with me. The form that came out of me was of Mahadev himself, made of smoke. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, very beautiful. This simply means that he's so eager to help you see beyond. Because if it is not Paramatma in all of us, then who is? It sometimes becomes difficult for us to comprehend that somebody so bad, how can God be in it? This is one of the most common questions that I get often on my Instagram with so much rage and anger. People answer, Shivangi, how can this be true? Ask that. They ask, sorry, they don't answer. They ask that, how can this be true? How can this character so bad done all kind of crimes in this world? And I understand where we are all coming from. It truly becomes difficult to see beyond the character that is being played. But in this, for this, I always go back to certain scriptures. Like, for example, the moment when Jagdish Madhav completely manifested his divine form in front of Arjun in Kurukshetra. And at that time, Arjun got scared because he saw that Mahavishnu is not only giving life, but he's also taking lives. He's taking everybody, all Arjun, Pandav, all is going in his mouth. So he must be taking lives too in one way or the other, isn't it? He has to come in some form. Okay. And then similarly in Devi Mahatmya, you will find Devi Saptashati, whatever you call it, you will find there that Devi has defined as both Sura and Asura. So there are many instances, not just this. This is like on the top of my mind, but I remember reading it in many places. Okay, so we need to go beyond the duality. And beautiful experience, Ridhima, whatever you have shared. Just be drenched in this experience. Okay, don't try to find meaning so quickly. Otherwise, your ego will come like this. Okay, just try to be in this experience and enjoy it because ego will anyways come from tomorrow or maybe just after 10 minutes when you close this meditation. So just enjoy this for some time because to be in that is very important. When you be in it, there will be more downloads of messages that will come. But when you quickly go to seek that I need somebody else to tell me answers, gone then. Divine has just opened a portal within you to receive answers, and then you're asking somebody else. What is the point? Okay. So try. Whenever in whichever message, and those who have been attending my session, they know that I try to answer as much as I can. So in whatever message, I will feel that I need to say something and add something where Paramatma is trying to push me that you should say something here. I will. But rest, be very, very assured and anchored in your experience. All right. So Baba puts his bhasma on my forehead, arms, and amazing. Puts blood tika on my forehead. Amazing. All these things, symbols, bhasma, blood, they represent something which is much more beyond the physical aspect of it. So, like the skull and everything. Maybe one day or after some time, if we have time, we'll talk about it. But they're deeply hidden meanings. So maybe I'm planning to do a session. So I have started this sadhana on Kal Bhairav. And he has become my favorite after the sadhana. Both Hanumanji and Kal Bhairav is like two of my favorite, what do you call it? Male friends. Okay, these two are my favorite guy friends. Sorry, I forgot. Guy friends. So we will be doing and most of us feel that Kal Bhairav is like fierce form, but when you will truly meet Kal Bhairav, you'll realize he's the most compassionate one. Okay, because he's form of Bhole, na? How can he not be? So we'll do a session on Kal Bhairav where we'll decode these things. That will also be open to all. Because Kal Bhairav is calling so many of us, specifically with the Saturn transition we are in. And do you know the guru of Saturn is Kal Bhairav? Okay. So we're all in Saturn transition. The collective is in the Saturn transition. So we must find the guru. Otherwise, this chela will bother us. Okay. So we must find our solace there. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dhanyabad. Thank you. Blissful. Okay. The projected version was Tridevi. See, so many of you are seeing something else altogether. Lakshmi, Saraswati, Shakti. Very interesting. Acha, when this comes, Garima, see, this is where I have felt pulled to tell you this. Whenever you're seeing a divine form of Devi, this sometimes could be an indication to forgive the feminine aspect of you. Okay. So that is a small indication that I felt like sharing. Thank you, Kinjal. Yes, yes. The chant of Shiva was very powerful. This was not part of my plan. It came at that time, and I know it's Mahadev doing his magic. Okay. This was so profound. Thank you. My projection was Kal Bhairav, who turned into an egg. Areva, Kushmanda. And later, when showered by Ganga, turned into the Panch Bhuti and then came into the Wah, wah, wah. Adbhut, Subina. Beautiful experience. Beautiful. You are capable enough to decode this by yourself. ये विचारों के साथ हो जाता है ना. Those people who have been with me from a very long time, I don't tell them much. I leave them. खुद से करो. खुद से करो. तो बेचारे परेशान रहते हैं कि शिवांगी अब बता नहीं रही है, लेकिन Suvina is very self-aware. So I think, Shivana, you will find out on your own. I will have to do another. No, no worries, Neha. You do it again, no problem. You will have the recording. Lot of pain in my shoulders, heaviness in head. Acha, if you couldn't connect, one way is because maybe it is actually not the time, whatever. Sometimes you are also not able to connect uh, because your ego doesn't want to move forward from this point. It wants to stay where it is because it is feeling that if I move forward from here, will it be right for me? Will it be justified for? So that is a self inquiry that you may do, whoever who feels that I am not able to connect, etc. Thank you. This was so surreal. I saw my child form projected out who underwent abuse and believed to be impure and tainted. Mahadev and Ma Ganga cleaned me. Wow, beautiful. Took me into the top of Kailasha to announce this for them. Wow, beautiful. Such a beautiful experience. Top of Kailasha. Amazing. Top of Kailasha. Top of Kailasha sometimes means that Paramatma is trying to pull you out of lower vibration to higher vibration through this process. So you may find now in your coming days and months that there is a shift in the way you're perceiving your reality. There is a perception has shifted to higher vibration, higher consciousness. Beautiful session. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Krishna coming. Manjuji. Krishna is always playing with you. The part that I wanted to forgive. अभी कोई बोल रहे थे कि I asked you in the beginning that do you not want to forgive God? And all these gods came. भाई माफ करो कब से नाराज हो मेरे से तुम लोग Imagine, so beautiful na? That these gods, they knew कि this person is angry at actually me, and that is when I always come back to, even in my courses, that we think that it is the relationship that's with self that I need to fix, or relationship with somebody else that I need. It is always first the relationship with Paramatma. If you fix that, everything will get. And the good part is, unlike human beings, because when you want to fix a relationship with human beings, they may not contribute, they may not support. Okay, they may still be in their own ego. But the best part about Paramatma is they are eager to work on this relationship. They want to. See how eagerly all of them came out. Somebody is saying Lakshmi, and somebody is saying. It's so beautiful. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Revati ji, we already did a complete course on karma called Karmic Dissolution. But I am such a, I have attachment to the concept of karma that I talk about karma in every course that I do, and I must include at least one or two concept chapters there. So it will anyways have, because it is the core of the entire wisdom that I share. So that is why karma is going to be there no matter which course you join. Eventually, see, the thing is, I'll tell you my secret, okay? So my divine teachers, they tell me that you should help people liberate from their karmic cycle. I say, okay. But then I say, but teachers, if I go to these people telling that karmic cycle, every time they will not come, na? So I have to package it differently. So then I package it. That's the secret. Eventually, it all comes down to karma and nothing else. So that is my marketing secret that I have applied. Okay. Mm, Medha, your WhatsApp group discussions are, yes, yes, yes. We do enjoy. I think the one of the best part of our courses for us also is WhatsApp group discussions, because we learned so much from it. Because see, eventually I am just one perception of Atma. Na? You are all other perceptions of Atma. So when you contribute with your questions, Shivangi this, Shivangi that, my perception expands. So that is one of the most benefiting thing about the course. Wow, Sri Antra, beautiful, beautiful. Devi, Devi Rupa. Okay, Ma Durga got projected. Wow, nice, nice, nice. Okay, that is the thing. You do not need to worry about whom did I forgive today, what did I forgive today. You don't have to forgive worry about it anymore. That is the thing. Our mail ID Purvi is Shivangi Ranjan Heals @gmail.com, where the spelling goes as SHIVANGIRANJANHEALS @gmail.com. Nikita, if you're around, please put it here also. I'm interested in your soul scan. Rekha, today only I completed my soul scan of previous inquiries because it takes so much time for me to do a soul scan. For one person, it at least takes 4 or 5 days to bring that energy. Then I get tired because of the all the energy thing that has happened. Not technically tired, but I think I get mentally tired because there's so much learning that happens in a soul scan for me also. So then I take my own time, come back. I don't want to, give half-hearted energy to the next person. So because of those reasons, we keep very limited slots and we open very rarely. But whenever it opens next, we will definitely inform on Instagram and on our WhatsApp group as well. The only problem with it, because the demand has been so high of the soul scan, that it gets completely sold off within 24 hours. That is why many of you miss. Okay. Uh, Ardhanarishwar version. Very nice. Couldn't hate it. True. True. Dear ma'am, I took your womb course. Acha, heal your womb. Nice. It is just pure love and amazing. And today's meditation was amazing. Thank you for taking that course also. It's a beautiful course for women who want to work on their sacral chakra, on their suppressed emotions that get stored in their energetic womb. And this course has benefited many women in healing their menstrual challenges, physical issues around their womb also. Good course. If you want to take, you can ask my team. Uh, Dad's image came out of you. Acha, I want to give a little bit of commentary on what you can assume if different things come out of you. Let's say if a particular family member or a person that you are connected with come out of you, it is a sign that you have a strong karmic bond with that person from many lifetimes, and that has been concluded today. So that is one of the signs. If you see a person, that would not mean that this person will now, okay, now our bond is over by. No. It just means that you will find yourself shifting your perception about that person and also how you see yourself in that relationship with that person. Okay. Because we have, first of all, see, if I have a relationship, let's say with my mother. So then there is my mother, and then there is a daughter that I play with her. Correct? There is a daughter that I play with her. So both has to be released because both somewhere is carrying something. If I have seen that in my meditation. Okay. Because that daughter is or could be an identity of my past life or my soul experiences where I have carried a lot of karmic baggage. That daughter is a personified version of something. So that is what it means when you see something like a man or like a person that you've known. Um, and if you see a god and goddess, rather than giving my own commentary on it, I would rather give you a question. Ask yourself, what does this god mean for you in both light and shadow? Okay. So that is one way to look at it. Devi Ma. Okay, nice. Few of you saw Ardhanarishwar Roop as well. Ardhanarishwar Roop actually, so first of all, that Roop is so, you can say, massive in its own that there are many meanings to it. But sometimes the meaning of Ardhanarishwar Roop in this kind of meditation could be around balance. So there is an extremism in you. There is something in your life where you are extreme at. So that is a question that you should reflect on. Where are you going at extreme poles? Either you will be, let's say, very sweet and nice, example wise, or you will be completely cutting off people out of your life, or either you will be extremely open and trustworthy, or you will completely close yourself. So, where are you going in extremes? Okay, that's something that you can reflect on. I saw Sharda Man Kali along with Mahadev. Beautiful. So much love. Yes, yes, yes. Very important. See, when you meditate, pray, chant, whatever practice you do, that is on you. But whenever you do any kind of practice and even normal day to day work, in the love of Paramatma, that I am doing this for the love of my Prabhu, that is when you liberate yourself from karma. We often do a lot of things just to liberate ourselves, okay, just to be in a better position in our life. That is when we are confusing it. And it doesn't have to be a very spiritual practice. Like, for example, because recently I've been reading a lot about the five bhakts of the Ramayana that I'm going to cover in the coming course. I want to bring the example of Shabari here. Shabari, because of the community that she belonged, she was never invited inside the ashram and sit with the scholars. Okay. So now Shabari only used to do cleaning, dusting, cleaning, taking care of, things in the ashram. But even that, see, imagine a woman who has never even read any scripture, okay, not ever done any kind of participation in the sacrifice of the yagyas or the other kind of thing that were done. She just used to clean. But whom she was cleaning for was Ram. Okay. So when you do anything, it doesn't matter. Most of us think, nay, when I am closing my eyes and meditating, then only I am doing some spiritual work. That is so not true. When you're feeding your child, and specifically with women, I have seen this, who are in a place where they have so many responsibilities. They have 10 hands like Ma Durga, feeding their child also, taking care of the husband also, so many things. And in that, they feel, Arey, main to kuch kar hi nahi pa rahi hu, I'm not, where should I find time? That is when you should realize that when you're feeding your child, if you keep just the intention that I'm doing this for the love of my Prabhu, okay, karmic liberation will happen. No other practice is required. One thing that you can add is you just chant the name of Prabhu while you're doing it. Whatever supreme that you believe in, you just chant the name. Doesn't matter which name it is. Okay. And you continue your day-to-day chores. You will become Shabri. And for all these scholars of the ashram, Ramji did not come. Ramji came for whom? For Shabri. So it doesn't mean that it is any less. In fact, maybe even more. That is the thing. So I saw a saint. Acha, haan, very good. Somebody has asked this. If you have seen a person coming out of your projection, which is completely not recognizable, not someone that you know at all, this is a past life clearing that is happening. This identity is from your past life. You carry so many identities from your previous life experiences, previous birth experiences. All those characters that you have played, you are still carrying the script of it. Imagine you're on stage doing a theater play, and this play is about, let's say, Raja and Rani, king and queen. But the previous play that you did, that was about a beggar. And you still have the script of the beggar and you are acting as the Rani. How will it work? What a chaotic play. That is what is happening. When you carry your past life identities with you, you are Poonam, Vaishnavi, Richa, Dipti, okay, Supraja, Cynthia, Nikita, Vaishnav, you're all of this. But you're playing the identity of somebody else that you have already ended. The play is ended, audience has gone. That is what becomes the past life, accumulated karma. Okay. So when you see something like that coming out of in a meditation that you don't even know who's this identity I've never known, it's a past life experience that is being released. Okay. That is also fine, Medha. See, nothingness is actually one of the most prime ways to put the purest form, because the purest form comes out of nothingness only. So it is completely fine if you saw it. Hmm. Okay. Amazing. Wow. Flower showering. Beautiful, Dhanyash. Thank you for sharing this. I saw everyone who had put me in role of victim. Yes, yes, and then a baby format. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Into a flower, and I believe it was a lotus. You know, lotus, you will often find lotus being represented in the images of our gods and goddesses. Somewhere you will find a lotus, specifically with Vishnu and, Devi forms and all that. So the quality of lotus is what? It remains in the mud, but its beauty doesn't get affected by it. Like that, lotus represents our ability to stay in the Maya, but not get consumed by it. You remain the pure soul that you are, but still be in the Maya. That is the mission of a karma yogi, by the way, which all of us are, by the way. I hope none of us have taken, vairagya here. So those of you who are in grihasthashram, in your karma yogic form, lotus is your, idol. To be in Maya, to be in this world, but not of it. That is the representation. Rishabh. See, Rishabh, if you are first timer, if you're joining it for the first time, it is not, it is not, I won't say it's impossible, but it could be difficult sometimes to connect and see all of this, because there's so much to see. Now it's like a movie and it's playing. How much your mind will comprehend? Your mind is like, what new are we doing today? Okay, why are we doing all of this? So it will not be able to comprehend so much. But the power of Shiva is beyond your mind. You see or not see, you experience or not experience, Mahadev will do. So what you need to do is actually just have faith. वही मुश्किल हो रहा है हमारे लिए. आपका तो नाम भी ऋषभ है, आपको तो होना चाहिए. You should have faith in Mahadev, and that's it. That's all that you need to do. नहीं हो पा रहा है तो कल से नेम चैंट करना शुरू कर दो. मात्र नाम जाप करने से महादेव का विश्वास आ जाएगा. All right. Let's see if there are any other interesting sharings, because there's so many. I think I won't be able to read all of them. I saw a small girl in front of Shiva and floating in the river. Acha, how many of you? Nobody is telling me about Kashi. This is not fair. I took you all on a trip. Tell me about Kashi. If anybody saw something interesting in Kashi, because I was very excited. I have done my own personal meditation where I have tried to energetically reach the consciousness or realms of Vaikuntha, of Vrindavan, and Ayodhya. I haven't tried yet. I will try in the coming future. But Kashi was completely new for me also. So I'm expecting. What did you see? I also saw that the Ganga was like this, that you cannot, like you cannot submerge in it. Like you can float on it. That is something that I was seeing. Anyways, if you feel pain in a particular part of your body, it is a good sign while you're meditating, because that part of your body has stored a lot of accumulated energy that it is trying to release, and indicating that you need to take care of it in one way or the other. If it is in left side, you may reach out to the mother forms of goddesses like Kali or Lakshmi or Ma Tara, Ma Tripura Sundari, whoever that you are drawn to, and give yourself into a Devi sadhana, whatever that you like, you can continue. And if it is right side, then you can reach out to the divine forms like Hanuman, Kal Bhairav, Shiva, Krishna, Ram. That is your choice. So this is a very simple trip, but it will work if you do it. Mm, thank you. I saw a monkey. Interesting. I think I saw a crippled person. Very good. This was a past life experience. Crippled person was definitely a past life experience. I remember for me when I saw it, when I have done this, I saw a very shabby looking old woman feeling very embarrassed for how she looks, and she's feeling very impure. And to be very vulnerable, that is one of my most deepest shadow. I always feel I am impure. Thankfully, with the grace of Prabhu Ram and Hanuman, it has reduced so much, but still work is going on. So it depends. Okay, you interpret what does it mean for you? What does it represent for you? Self inquiry is very important after these kind of meditations. Amazing, amazing, Richa. Thank you for sharing this. For those of you who went into a sleep state, even better, I'll tell you why. Because there's so much that you had to comprehend that your conscious self did not or wasn't ready to comprehend. In that moment, your higher self intervene in this process and let you be in sleep so that your inner self is completely active. Now, consciously, you may not be aware of what has happened, but the task has been done. This often happens in these kind of meditation for people who are new to this. Mm, when will the next retreat be? Chaitali, I was so planned, I went to Kashi Dham. I wanted to do a retreat there. But then my divine teacher said that the country is going to have a lot of changes. Our land is going to see a lot of changes in the coming times. So this won't be the best time to do a physical retreat for now. Maybe in little later, after this time passes a little bit, then and that is why I have suggested everybody on my Instagram channel to avoid going to certain places, and so other things you can find it later. Honey, wow, beautiful, beautiful. Hmm. Honey, you offer honey to Shivlinga also. Honey is that sweetness of Maya that we get lured into. That is the sweetness of Maya, and at the same time, it is also the. So what you do, in fact, everything that you offer in Rudrabhishekam to Shivlinga, if anybody has done Rudrabhishekam, is representing something that we need to offer from our ego self. All your milk, everything is representing something. So you may ask, see, don't think that I am the only one that can teach you all of this. You have a teacher inside you. You should ask yourself, why milk? What does it represent? Why this bel patra leaf? What does it represent? Okay, must ask, because such revelations will happen when you ask these questions. Wow, this is beautiful. Akansha, thank you for sharing this. शेष नाग भी आ गए, अरे वाह, किसके लिए आए? थ्रोट वाज aching, तभी शेष नाग आए हैं. Interesting. Amazing, amazing. Good sharing. Acha, because you have done this kind of meditation, please double up on your water intake because your energy has shifted today. So your body needs to integrate with the energy work, and water helps in integration. Okay, so have a lot of water. Anyways, summers are in India. I don't know about other countries, but so have like more water than you usually have for the next 1 week so that your body integrates this really well, whatever that you have done today. Crows sometimes can represent ancestors. Crows also can sometimes represent past life messenger because we have a very famous crow, na, Kaak Bishundi. So it can also be a past life messenger that is clearing something, but ancestral as well. Okay. Mm, thank you so much for sharing this. Okay. All right. Any other message? Just a second. Link of the womb course. Okay. Tomorrow I will post it on my Instagram story. We have a manifestation course also, which we did very long back. I think 2023 around. And very beautiful course. Some of a few of our participants did it, and it was fun. It was rewarding also because many of them manifested also few things. So we have brought that course again active. We will post that on our Instagram. And it's a very low price course only because we wanted manifestation process to reach to more people. Fun course also because the topic is manifest like a child. So it's a fun course. Anybody who wants to experience it can. Loving session. Can't thank you enough. Thank you, Rambhaji, for sharing this. Kal Bhairav, yes. Thank you. Guilty. Oh, few of you missed the session also. No problem. The grace of Mahadev is beyond time. He's literally Kal Bhairav. So don't have to worry. You can do the recording and that will be the same experience. In fact, because it's a free recording, you can come back to this recording. All of you who have done it now, you can come back to it also in every 10-15 days, once in a month, whenever you feel like. All right. Mm, okay, I think Kashi was so many things to me. Ganga flowing through a tunnel. Mm. Felt pull in my legs and sacral chakra. Uneasing in gut. Yes, yes. Already your body felt jerks in my pelvic area. Very interesting, Pragati. Very interesting. Pelvic area is always the one that stores most of the accumulated baggage. Most of it. It is the root chakra that it is connected with. So all your suppression, abuse, all these get stored there. Rage, okay, resentment, shame. Biggest one is shame. A lot. And you will be surprised if you work around your pelvic region. You will be surprised to see the things that we are feeling embarrassed for. The amount of judgment that we store there is insane. Okay, heavy judgment that we store there, pelvic region. So because it is connected to the intimacy, desire, that part of ourself, that is why we have a lot of judgment around our own desires. Mm, fog floating on earth, nice. Nice. The माँ काली meditation has so much powerful. बढ़िया. तो एक काली जी का हो गया, एक शिव जी का हो गया, दोनों हस्बैंड वाइफ खुश. 2 free sessions done. अभी बच्चों के लिए भी कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Full family plan. Amazing. Beautiful and fresh. It is said that there are many rivers who who went back in their conscious form to the Swargloka in Kali Yuga. Okay, and when they went back, all these rivers they started to become dirty. But now, because we are in the transformation period, it is said that the consciousness of these rivers are again returning. Okay. Ganga, Yamuna. So in the coming 10-15 years, you will find more people who are awakened towards cleaning the river, keeping it clean. Okay? That shift will happen. We'll find the clean rivers in the coming future for sure. See, many of us think Lakshmi is just about abundance and money, but oh, we should do a session on Lakshmi ji. Thank you for the reminder. But Lakshmi is something which also deals with your self value, your self worth. Okay. So when you see her, it is not just abundance, it is how much you value yourself and a reminder to prioritize and value yourself. Okay. Thank you for sharing this, Dia. Makes sense for you in terms of your throat chakra and the purpose that you have. It makes sense for you. Yes, we have store a lot of judgment for our own self. Lot of judgment. Not for the outer reality. वो एक act है. अंदर से we are storing a lot of judgment for our own self. हाँ, right, Guru. Okay, great. So thank you so much for your presence here in this session. We will do more such open to all session in the coming. I'm planning a model where we can have monthly sessions. That is why I've taken few polls also, that what all would you like, and so that we can engage more. See, the thing is, the times that are coming, uh, it is the call of Paramatma to awaken more and more, and the more people will come together and do bhakti practice or devotional practice or spiritual practice, any kind of practice, that is going to ease down this uh, destruction and rebuilding process. Okay. So if we cannot help in easing that process, why not? So that is why I'm planning on easier models, open to all models, where we can have more people in the session attending, and keeping it in a way that is minimal but yet sustains our overall team structure and all those things. So let's see how we do it. Thank you so much for being in this session and for your divine presence. Har Har Mahadev.